Father, we thank you for the privilege that we have to look to you this evening in prayer. We thank you for each and every one that's gathered here together to conduct the business of the city. And we pray, Lord, that you help us in everything we do. Help us to come together, and where we disagree, help us to disagree. And when we leave, we still understand one another. And Lord, we just pray that you would give us wisdom, everything we do and say. Help us as we fight through this COVID-19 and through the water problems we're having and all the issues that we have. We just pray that you lead and guide us. These favors we ask in amen.
Amen. Matt. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Faulkner, will you take the roll call?
Steve Arnott.
Here.
Mike Scipio.
Here.
Doug Fleshman.
Here.
Bobby Yeager.
Here.
Greg Wolf.
Here.
Sharon Haynes.
Here.
Jim Hughes.
Here.
Linda Bogus.
I'm here.
Having a quorum present on March 1st, 2021 at 7 p.m. I now declare the Dunbar City Council meeting in order. Invoices submitted for payment.
Excuse me, sir, we have to approve of minutes.
Never mind, I'm sorry. All right, I'll have the approval for the minutes of the February 17th, 2021 council meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we approve the minutes of February 17, 2021 council meeting as written. I'll second.
I have a motion to approve the minutes for the February 17th, 2021 council meeting by Doug Fleshman, seconded by Bobby Yeager. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Invoices submitted for payment.
I'd like to make a motion, we approve invoices totaling $109,830.60. These are looking out of the ordinary, these are regular invoices, utilities, such.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Mike Scipio to pay the invoices of $109,830.60, seconded by Steve Arnott. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The next item on the agenda is down to the new business, approval to pay Intact Specialty Solutions Insurance $19,351.39 for the deductible on the 5 lawsuits.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor to approve to pay the Intact Specialty Solutions Insurance at $19,351.39 for the deductible on 5 lawsuits by Linda Bogus, seconded by Greg Wolf. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. The next item on the agenda is approval to redeem delinquent taxes for the property located at 1309 Lightner Avenue in the amount of $4,456.74.
I'll make a motion that we pass the approval to redeem delinquent taxes on the property located at 1309 Lightner Avenue in the amount of $4,456.74. So the city can get a clear deed to the property.
Second.
Who seconded?
Mike. Or are you also going to forgive them?
The other thing we need to take before council is that a few months ago it was brought up that we needed to negotiate with her to do the delinquent taxes and be able to get that property. And part of that negotiations that I had done is the possibility of waiving the $900 in back municipal fees. I'll need that we will take care of that also at the same time.
You want the same motion?
No, it'll be a second motion, but I want to get it out
Okay,
there.
so we need one on this one first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a motion by Doug Fleshman to approval to redeem the delinquent taxes of the property located at 1309 Lightner Avenue in the amount of $4,456.74. Seconded by Mike Scipio. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. Now, with that also, is the next motion, the $900, waiving the $900 so that she would will turn over the deed to that property.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Mike Scipio to redeem or to waive the $900 in municipal fees on the property located at 1309 Lightner Avenue in the total of $900. Seconded by Bobby Yeager. All those opposed or approved, say aye. Those opposed. Okay. Next item on the agenda is approval for the city to buy a toolbox and tools for the city garage not to exceed $1,500.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor to approve the city to buy a toolbox and some tools for the city garage not to exceed $1,500 by Mike Scipio, seconded by Doug Fleshman. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. All right, I'd like to add an emergency item onto the agenda, and it would be for a total of $13,167.16. This is repairs to one of the Dunbar Fire Department's trucks, complete engine replacement to Charleston Fleet Services.
Make a motion, we add this emergency item to the agenda.
Also.
Got a motion on the floor to add the emergency item to the agenda by Mike Scipio, seconded by Steve Arnott. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. All right, it is for Charleston Fleet Services to replace the engine in the 2007 Ford F-550 Super Duty 6-liter V8.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All right, I have a motion on the floor to have Charleston Fleet Services replace the engine in the 2007 Ford F-550 Super Duty 6-liter V8 in the total amount of $13,167.16. Is that right, Chris?
Yes.
Mike Scipio, seconded by Bobby Yeager. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. All right, we'll open up the floor for any council person to ask any of the department heads any questions they need to ask them. I have one question. How long, once we get this all taken care of, how long will it take to get the asbestos removal approximately on that house at 1309, the two houses on 1309?
I will go up and pay the taxes tomorrow if I get a check from Con and get that going. I'll get hold of, Pinnacle and have them get somebody down there. I know we got transite siding on both of them. The last time I was in them, I don't remember seeing anything that was suspicious for asbestos inside, but I wasn't really looking for it. So we'll get a quote from Pinnacle and farm it out for, remediation from asbestos removal companies. We can do the demolition ourselves. They're both one-story structures, they're about 900 square feet or less each. So we can do those ourselves. I would say we can have them on the ground in less than 4 weeks.
Is that okay with you, Bernie?
Sounds good.
That's two more properties that are boarded up that we will be tearing down
And
for a while.
if I can get the auditor's office to ever call me back, we've been calling them for 2 weeks, but apparently, I guess nobody's working up there, they're working from home or whatever, and we can't get anybody to call us back. there's a property on Knott's Avenue, 4 doors down from Linda, that, we can get virtually for nothing and get rid of it. It unfortunately has asbestos siding on it too. But it's like $400 in back taxes or something. It's ridiculously cheap.
So is it the audit you're trying to get a hold of, or?
No, what happens when a property goes up for tax audit, for tax sale, if nobody buys it, or if somebody buys it and doesn't take deed on it, then it goes to the state auditor's office. So what you have to do is get approval from the auditor's office to go to the courthouse and pay the taxes to get them to release it back to the county to release it to us. So it's a convoluted process, but it's how they got it worked out, and I can't do anything until I can get over the auditor, unfortunately.
I'll add that I've got 4 properties, not my own, but for clients. And we've been trying for over a month to get the auditor, just give us a certificate so we can pay the taxes.
Which division is that? Because I know they take care of.
The division I call is the specific delinquent property division.
Who you talk to, Russ Robinson? Yeah. I don't know if he's not in the office now or
He's not.
what the deal is, but I know why he can't make a phone call from home.
Well, I just, I know several of them up there anymore.
What I want to do, Hugh, is I want to send them an email this week so that there's a paper trail of, look, we're ready, we're able, the monies are there, respond.
I was just gonna call Roger and tell him to go tell him.
Well, that'll work too. If you get any success, let me know.
I'll tell him for you too. Yeah, I mean, this is something I want to get on because anybody has the opportunity to go do that. For anybody listening, I will not issue a building permit for that property. It's below the 50% rule. So if you buy it, you're wasting your money unless you want to tear it down. But, yeah, I just want to get it out of there. It's an eyesore on the neighborhood. It's another hangout for the transients. We just need it gone.
That's the one that's half boarded up.
Well, he gets boarded up and then he gets unboarded and then they park the car in front of it and it's just,
I think I know where you.
you can't miss it if you go up there, trust me. You start up the hill, you're looking right at it.
Does anybody have anything else?
Yes, sir. It's not in my ward, but I drive by it 2 or 3 times a day, so I'd like to ask about it. On 16th Street, the garage apartment that belongs to, I don't want to say his name, with all the junk piled in front of the front wall of it, looks terrible.
What block?
It's the house that between Payne Avenue and Moore Avenue on the right-hand side going north. Looks like he's done a lot of drywall work or something piled up.
Oh, that's cleaned out the other day.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, I mean, I went by and checked it, it was clean.
This is the second pile.
Okay.
This is, they.
Yeah, because we sent him a citation for that.
Okay.
He cleaned it up.
I'm sorry.
But
But nobody's lived there for
no, you didn't take that out, great.
Yeah, but like the first pile, he told me it was gonna be out of the following day. It was gone, but he's got another pile there now.
He's piling construction up out there, he don't have a permit, so.
I'll go by there in the morning.
that's what it is. It's coming from inside the building.
We shall take care of that.
You know who it is. I'll tell you his name.
Does anybody have anything else?
I wanted to tell Jim, I'm sure he went by Roxanne and looked. didn't.
What's that?
On Roxalana, do you look the houses up on the hill?
Why? What's wrong? What did you do with him?
He hadn't done anything, he was going there this
No.
morning. My phone was ringing at 8:30 this morning, he's got a camp right up from my camp on the Green Road. And I was up there yesterday going, because I knew what was gonna do. They called him about 6 o'clock this morning, told him to get up there, because the camper was fixing to wash away. So he had to go to Summers County to pull his camper, but he assured me he would be up there tomorrow. The guy who owns them can't physically do it, so he had to contract it out. And the contractor, I talked to him last week, he was waiting on the rain to quit, and never did over the weekend.
He was up there today looking at it.
Was he up there today? Okay, so he should be up there tomorrow having it done. But he was very apologetic, because I talked to him last week, and I said, I want it done by Monday. And he, he said he'd do it, but I guess somebody else had other plans.
Yeah, there was,
I believe it when I see it.
3 guys up there looking.
I was there whenever he had the phone conversation with the guy.
That's all I hear about phone conversations, man. I'll be glad when that some boards all up around all 3 of them houses.
He's actually putting metal around all the openings. and
Well, he even
stuff.
told the owner, he said they just need to go out here and tear all 3 of
Bad
them.
thing is, that was a 4th house down.
He said, he told the owner, he said, the best thing you can do to these things is knock them down. So, we'll see what they do. You know, they're adamant about remodeling 2 of them, and I just don't see spending the money on them. And especially the one that looks like it's got the door kicked in on it, that, they are getting rid of it, fortunately.
Yeah, there were 3 guys up there today looking at it.
Anything else?
Something.
Yes, sir.
Just a general comment about the last council meeting, we passed a couple of policy changes for our police department. And, I know there was some questions about it that did not pass unanimously, and I did a little checking on, I'd like to share this with the council. If Connie would correct me if I misquote anything, but, during the years 2015 through 17, we got into several lawsuits, and with the city had several lawsuits involving our police department. And our insurance company canceled their policy with the city. And there was negotiations took place after that, and I couldn't remember last meeting, but we had finance meeting meet with those insurance companies, if I remember right. And finally got one to agree to insure the city again. But in part of that negotiation was, we had to show them what changes were being made, that we weren't going to keep getting lawsuits, and the changes were made with the policies that we had. And so what concerns me is that we told our new insurance company that we were making changes, and now we reverted back to where we were. And I don't have any problem with that. I'm all for giving the police department everything they need to minimize criminal activity in the town. But my concern is, are we gonna lose our insurance again? If we lose our insurance again, we're in a world of hurt. So we gotta monitor it really close. If we start getting lawsuits, we've gotta do something, because if we lose our insurance, we're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Well, wasn't the biggest thing the head strikes, and you said that's the last resort?
Well, no, it's not necessarily last resort. Right now, it's in legal force. I started the head don't belong in legal force. Just plain and simple. But to address your comment, Mr. Arnott, luckily after the meeting, I talked with Councilman Fleshman and Councilman Yeager, and I'm going to attempt to get hold of the insurance company and run these changes by them before I institute the policy change to the department. Councilman Yeager brought up that point.
Yeah.
And I hadn't considered that at that point, so I'm gonna talk to them, and try to convince them that those old policies are not going up. In my opinion, I don't think they put any more liability on the city. I mean, anything we do is a liability issue. We can be sued for, and I understand the majority of the council understands this and backs us up on this, but we can be sued for anything. All a lawsuit is a filing fee. That's all you need. And unfortunately, with the way things are looking and going right now, it's not, that's not probable that we win a lot of them. Just, you know, the current time. So, but I am going to be in touch with the insurance company and try to speak to them.
And that's my biggest concern.
I think one big change that we made that will help is the body cams. We're still working some kinks out on those, but they do seem to be working pretty well for the most part. So that is a benefit, and I think if the insurance company isn't aware of that, that will put it in factor.
Anything else? I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, for the good of the order, if there's no other city business, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Thank you. Amen.
You got a minute?